when it comes to the notably odd and, in the eyes of some, even objectionable behavior of NFL owners, the Dallas Cowboys can't exactly throw stones here at Washington. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys here in the Fishbowl, where the NFL's ruling or non-ruling as it relates to Dan Snyder, and then the NFL's reward to Dan Snyder does seem back-asswards. NFL owners and the commissioner, Roger Goodell, were reportedly once urged to have Daniel Snyder sell the Washington football team as a punishment for the organization's issues with sexual misconduct. Instead, Snyder has been allowed to purchase the minority interest in the franchise, giving him 100% ownership and giving him greater power. An outcome that attorneys representing women who used to work for the Washington football team, used to work for Snyder, and have alleged that there is a toxic workplace there. And by the way, the findings of the NFL's own legal study suggests the same. Well, those women and their attorneys find this twist of fate, to use their word, shocking. We are shocked, they wrote to the league, that you have not only ignored the recommendation, but have instead facilitated an arrangement that leaves Mr. Snyder in a stronger ownership position than ever before. That letter sent by the women's lawyers to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Washington Times first to report this. The owners, of course, as you know, including Jerry Jones, voted 32-0 to let Snyder not only stay as the owner of the franchise, but also to buy the 40.5% ownership from his minority partners. And they bent the rules, the debt rules, so he could do that, totaling almost $900 million in the process. Again, that move comes on the heels of a league-supervised investigation and a reported result of a recommendation that Snyder be told you should sell the team. Instead, this move creates the appearance that Snyder, at least the appearance, that Snyder has benefited from the league doing the exact opposite of punishing him by instead rewarding him. From that letter, today's actions by the NFL and its owners give everyone great concern that your past statements, the league's past statements, characterizing the conduct of the organization as abhorrent, were just hollow and meaningless words to appease those who have bravely stepped up and spoken up. And we see this, of course, across the board in every industry, not just in football. A higher intensity, a higher regard, a higher awareness of sexual misconduct in the workplace, of a toxic atmosphere in the workplace. Again, throwing stones is a dangerous thing to do. Tisk, tisk, a dangerous thing to do for any one body over here against another body over there, and that includes one owner against another. I would suggest that one of the reasons that the owners have voted 32-0 to endorse Daniel Snyder being able to continue to do what he wants to do is that they themselves wouldn't want the same attention turned on to them. You'll recall, in the case of the Dallas Mavericks' sexual misconduct in the front office, while it wasn't the direct result of the behaviors of the owner, Mark Cuban, he is still the overseer of it all, and therefore responsible in some way. And the Dallas Mavericks have done everything they could in terms of public perception and much more. The hiring of the CEO, Sint Marshall, being a primary stroke to try to send a message, both inside the building and to the public, that we take these charges seriously. The Mavericks did that, and at the time, what we said in this space is, Cowboys and everybody else, you are on alert. This needs to be a wake-up call for you. That would explain why any organization would now try to keep its nose more clean in this regard, as of course it should. But it might also explain why, when Daniel Snyder allegedly gets his organizational hand caught in the cookie jar, the other 31 owners decide to, at most, only slap that hand. Fish out.